Some say that Flanders is in the heart of Europe. From a geographical point of view, that is probably true. But then in a global world, who cares about geography? What really matters is that we have a heart, and brains, and a vision. Compared to most of our neighbours, Flanders isn't the biggest region by a long way. But you might be surprised at the sheer number of researchers and scholars we have. In every field of science and gaming, we punch well above our weight. Flanders is a multilingual, multicultural and multi-layered society. And we learned to cope with these multi-challenges by developing a set of unique diplomatic skills and impressive legal expertise. An expertise much in demand wherever democracy and human rights are discussed. Having a discussion in 3 different languages at the same time is a stunt we're exceptionally good at. Not surprisingly, we have groundbreaking research into language and speech technology, helping to improve communication between people and machines, and indeed between machines and machines. So don't be surprised if your future personal robot has a slight Flemish accent. Designing robots is something we do know about. Humanoid robots fully dedicated to the well-being of humans, be they elderly, disabled, or rehabilitating. Indeed, as one bright researcher suggested, our robots have a heart. And as another smart scientist replied, some of our hearts have a robot. A 3D printed prosthesis, to be precise, developed in Flanders to help some of the 500,000 patients worldwide who are in need of heart valve replacement surgery every year. Then finally, a third Flemish researcher pointed out that some of our hearts are genuine hearts. Indeed, in Flanders, we love the real thing, be it our beer, our chocolate, or our replacement organs. That's why our tissue engineers also developed a biological prosthesis on the basis of real living cells. Nothing beats the living cell, except perhaps your smartphone. And on that point, our researchers will soon be providing smartphones that have outer shells that can self-repair. For the time being, however, our research centres are concentrating on the self-repairing properties of slightly bigger objects, like windmills, ship hulls and airplane wings. And bicycles, obviously. This is a knowledge area where the prowess of our Flemish cyclists combines with the brilliance of our researchers to develop ever more high-performance bike frames in super strong, super light, high-tech composite materials. And that's just the bikes. There's also the latest sports fashion, which incidentally also consists of ultra-strong, ultra-light materials. We are talking smart textiles that of course look the business, just like our athletes, whose every physical and psychological move we thoroughly scan, analyse, chart and optimise in our multidisciplinary labs. And we do this to help our future talent achieve ever greater heights. Hard work is written into our Flemish DNA. It may well be the reason why many of our life science researchers are also talented entrepreneurs who transfer technology to industry and create economic growth along the way. Moreover, it's not unusual for new Flemish talent to work side by side with masters of the past. Take Van Eyck's 15th century classic, Adoration of the Mystic Lamb. Our state-of-the-art restoration techniques have provided insights into the artist's own technique and revealed amazing hidden stories behind this World Heritage masterpiece. A masterpiece sometimes disrespectfully referred to as a Flemish primitive. Now, primitive is what one would call this little character. But our aquaculture researchers see something far more interesting. They see a tiny creature whose nutritional properties have the potential to feed entire populations without depleting our planet's natural resources. Resources that one day may well become scarce and expensive. That's why some of Flanders' best brains have dedicated themselves to seeking out sources of energy that are both renewable and cost-effective. Not only wind, but waves and indeed tides. Energy is everywhere, even in the huge mountains of data that we produce every day in our towns and cities. Energetic Flemish analysts started mining these big data. By combining fundamental strategic and applied research, they acquired deep insight into how data can help create smarter mobility, smarter cities, smarter living and working environments, and smarter education. Though figures clearly show that Flemish research and Flemish education is already world-class, we tirelessly strive to fly even higher. That may not get us to Mars, but it has brought us to the South Pole, where yet another team of Flemish researchers has built a giant ice cube to explore the tiniest particles from outer space. Being one of the tiniest regions in the world, That's the least we could do to be of service to science and to mankind. Our knowledge makes the difference. And that too has been proven by research.
Thank you for your attention.